Hello! Today I'm making a Lunar New Year wreath for my parents' house, and I thought I would bring you guys along and share with you a little life update. So we're gonna make this together, and we're just gonna sit and chat, and it's gonna be great. So the deal with the wreath situation is that my parents love the Christmas wreath that they have up currently. That wreath has been up for like 5 years or something like that. And it's just like a basic green wreath that they really like. And so because of that, I decided to make them like another wreath for Thanksgiving, which is this one. All from the Dollar Tree. Except for the pine cones I stole from my neighbor. I decided to make this wreath for them for Thanksgiving so that we could just like switch it up a little bit, and they loved it. And so now I want to make them another one for Lunar New Year, which is coming up in a couple weeks, and I want to have it up for a little bit. And so I'm gonna make that for them. I'll share with you what I got. This is the like wired wreath. This is from $1.25 Tree. I got two, one will be for Easter, so I'll put that away. This is a decorative mesh that I got during Christmas time. I got 3 of them. I hope that is enough. There's no more of these meshes available, so hopefully it's enough. And then in addition to that, you need like piping wire, which I got this during the holiday as well. And then my mom has these little, I guess you'd call them like trinkets, Lunar New Year trinkets. She got this a few years ago. She got this a while ago at Foot Lata in Santa Ana. And so I'm gonna add them to the wreath. And then I was trying to find some new Lunar New Year envelopes, but no one in the family has gotten it yet. So I found some old ones I'm gonna put up on there. So this is actually from the year of the pig and the year of the tiger that I found. But all works, all are beautiful, and I'm gonna put these up. And then in addition to that, you just need scissors, glue gun, and then I found this. This is just like a decorative piece from like a Christmas thing, and I figured because it's like red and gold, I can pull these out and like super glue them in if it adds anything cool to it. So let's get started. So the life update that I have to share is that I quit my job. Yes, it is currently like Friday at like 1 and I'm like in a onesie right now. And that is not normal. Normally I would be glued to my desk right now working on an intense project till extremely late at night, and that would be my life. Okay, actually I need to cut these. So I'm gonna pull the red ones. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing it and then see what happens. The last one, I just took the mesh and then I scrunched it against the wire, and then I used the piping wire and I just like twisted it in, and then that's how it like stayed intact. So no super glue, pretty much just all piping wire. And I cut this into like pretty much 3s. It could actually be even smaller, but I think 3s was where it kind of landed. So the thing about my job is that my job is a great job. It pays really well. I get to work on an amazing client. I won't talk shit about my old job because I am very grateful for all the opportunities that I had there. So my office is currently located in LA, and during the pandemic, we all worked from home. And I lived in LA throughout the pandemic for the first year. And that was just really tough. I didn't even stay in LA. I was pretty much just paying for my apartment for an entire year because I was stuck onto a lease. I was barely there. I spent the pandemic pretty much at home because the numbers in LA were so high. And so I didn't feel safe in LA, and so I decided to go back home. Once I moved back, I just spent a lot of time with my family, more time than I ever have in the past 10 years. 15 years that I've been gone, living on my own. It's reminded me, this sounds bad, but like how much older my parents are and how much I just haven't spent that much time with them. And during the pandemic, I've been able to have lunch and dinner and hang out with them more on the weekends. I've been able to travel with them on like little mini road trips. And it's just been so nice to get to know my parents. That might sound weird to say, like getting to know your parents, but truthfully, like growing up, I didn't really get to know them. They were just like my parents. I've been able to like hear their stories growing up, and it's just been so nice. Honestly, it's just been so nice, and I know that I'm not going to have that forever with them, and so I want to be able to spend as much time as possible with them. In addition to my parents, I mean, I've also been able to hang out with my siblings and my nieces and nephews, and it's more than just like a weekend, you know. I'm able to like go over for like dinner or like for 5 minutes just to say hi or take them out to the park. And those like little moments are truly like the moments that like matter, and it's the moments that allow you to really bond more. I mean, I've seen my niece and nephew almost every single day in the past week. Like I've never done that in the past 7 years. And it's just because of, you know, distance, and I've just been in LA for a while. Once my office announced that we had to all return to office in the new year, I had to pretty much decide whether or not I wanted to move back. It was a really, really tough decision, and there was a lot of other factors that went into play in terms of making my decision. Just like work career-wise, like what was important to me and what I was prioritizing. And ultimately, I decided that it was time to go. So I put in my notice at the end of the year, and then I quit. I am very fortunate to be in a good place financially, where I'm not really paying for a mortgage. I'm not paying any loans. I've paid off all my student debt. So I'm in a good place where I've saved a lot of money, and I don't have to really I don't have to be too dependent on a paycheck at the moment. And so at that point, I just knew, you know, I'm not going to be happy up there. I was crying like every single day, thinking I'd have to go back to LA. And that's when I just knew. I was like, okay, well, if I'm crying every single day, like that's not the right move for me to make. And so that's when I decided to put in my notice. Okay, so update, I have covered the whole wreath all around. That's what it looks like. Very nice. And now I have like these little holes, and I want to make it feel more full. So I'm gonna go ahead and go around with these like mini ones that I've made that have like little twisties on the bottom. I've already put them on the bottom. I'll just connect those to the wire. So how I make these little things is I just take a little, oh, this one's almost out. I'll just take a little batch like this, and I'll just pinch it together like that. This one I can probably make 2 of them. So I'm just gonna cut in half. So I'll just take this much, and then I'll take the ends, scrunch them together, and then I'll get a little pipe wire, and then I'll twist that. And then I leave the twist open so that I can connect it to the wreath. So I have 4 of them so far. I'm gonna make a couple more so I can fill up the entire wreath. Angelina, what are you doing?
I'm practicing soju bottle opening, but I have to do it over the couch in case I drop it.
I think 3 of these are kind of perfect. Maybe even 2. No, 3. Get 3 of these if you guys find them. Okay. So then I'll just take these and I'll just connect them wherever I see like big holes, just so it feels a little bit more full.
Rose it, catches, rose it.
Once you put them in too, you can like pull them out so they're a little bit more fluffy. But I will do that at the end. So yeah, that is my life update. It's been, of course, a little bit nerve-wracking and scary thinking about, will I be able to find a new job during this like kind of scary time? But I'm just being patient, and I know that it will come. Manifesting a great job this year. I had an interview recently that was everything that I wanted. The ability to make great work while while making good money, and having work-life balance. I've had that interview already, and I think it was just like a sign from God telling me what you want is out there. I'm excited for what's to come. I hope I can get in some vacation time very soon and plan like a nice trip. But for now, we are taking it one day at a time and just enjoying life again. So I'm excited. Probably the most time-consuming part, it's adding all this mesh and making sure that it feels full. But I remind myself that I just need to make this wreath one time and then I can just repurpose it every year. So that makes me feel better every time I work on this. I think this one's gonna need an extra piping wire. I think honestly, as you like put the mesh in for the first time, you can just scrunch it up a lot more and have them a lot closer so that you don't have to like cut them up into little pieces like I did. But this is what I have done, and there's no going back. I think it's looking pretty good so far. Look at that. Once we add like these in here and stuff, it's gonna look awesome. I'm excited. I'm finally done with putting in the mesh. This is what it looks like. It's nice and full. Now it's time to lay the accessories on to see where I want to super glue them. So I'm gonna switch up the camera. So I took apart all these little like balls from the Christmas decorations, and I think I'm just gonna put them wherever there's like holes. So maybe just like one stuck to me. There's also these like little mesh balls as well that could be cute. I think the most important is figuring out where to put these red envelopes, kind of embed them in, but I want it to feel a little balanced. I think it has to be kind of like that, and this one can be on the bottom like this. That's cool. This one is really cute. I'm gonna put that one probably over here. I think I'm gonna let them hang too, so that'll be cool once I super glue those in. Okay, I've moved to a corner because I needed to be near an outlet. I have the hot glue gun going, the wreath, and all the accessories were in place. And once the hot glue gun goes, we are going to glue these in. I'm a little worried about these. I don't know how these are gonna look. I feel like my mom might get mad at me for super gluing them in. Let's see. Okay. Make sure these have. Y'all, I left my money in here. There's money in all these. $10. This one's empty. Ooh, good thing I checked, or else my mailman would be getting some money. Or the way I'm using my hot glue gun, I did break it, so I kind of have to like push the glue through with the stick. It's kind of weird, but do what we gotta do because I ain't buying a new one. I want to have it like a cute little slant. Okay. Let me get
get back to you because I don't think this is very interesting.
I just super glued everything, and I kid you not, I'm obsessed. It looks so good. Look at this. Oh my god. I ended up just hanging these to the little balls so that my mom could just take them off if she wanted to use them for something else. But I think it turned out pretty good. Ultimate test will be seeing how it looks on the door. So let's go. The ultimate test. It looks so good on the doorway. Look at that. I think it turned out pretty good. Do we like it? I hope we like it. It's, for the most part, pretty cheap. Everything's from the Dollar Tree. And then these you can get at the bank. And then you can also get these at Foot Latal or like any Asian supermarket. I think they also sell them. And then everything else is, yeah, Dollar Tree. Oh, I don't know what that is. Okay, it's so cute. Okay, the ultimate test will be seeing if my mom and dad approve of this. Let's get their reaction once they get home from work. And yeah. My mom is home from work, so we're gonna get her reaction.
No, that's a pretty. Mà tao sớm nữa.
Wow. What? New Year's is in 2 weeks.
I know, that's pretty.
Do you like it? I accidentally have $100 in here. I had to take it out. Do you like it? Vietnamese mom approved, y'all. Make it. Tag me if you do. And happy Lunar New Year. I'll see you in the next vlog.